All right, welcome to the Thumbody Show, where we explore the busy intersection of personal branding and entrepreneurship. This is episode 17. I'm your host, Jimmy Gibson, and I'm here to remind you that you are Thumbody special. If you're not familiar with the Thumbody brand and backstory, invest another 10 minutes in episode number 1. The full story is there. You'll learn about a brand I'm bringing back from my childhood after it was abandoned in the 1970s. On the Thumbody Show, we're all about spreading the power of one-of-a-kindness. We believe that everyone has unique gifts and talents that can be used to make a positive impact in the world. So how is this podcast different from others out there? Well, the focus is on you. I want to help you share your unique voice. Today, we'll be covering the topic of accountability. I'll guide you on how to embrace different forms of accountability to unlock greater success in your life. By taking responsibility in various aspects of your life, you can experience personal growth, build stronger relationships, and make the most of your unique gifts and talents. Now, what are the 4 areas we will cover? The first is accountability to a higher power. The second, personal accountability. The third, accountability to others. And the fourth, accountability to the gifts and talents you were given. I wrote a book called Chasing Carrots Won't Help You Find Your Purpose If You Were Born to Love Bananas. Over the last 6 episodes, I've been sharing insights from my book and guiding you on a journey to uncover your true purpose. If you'd like to pick up a copy, it's available on Amazon and most booksellers online. In Chasing Carrots, I tell an allegorical tale about a monkey who thinks he's a rabbit. Monkey, our protagonist, has lost his way. He's been distracted by the carrots of life and forgotten who he really is. The stakes are raised as Monkey faces a choice: figure out who he really is or sacrifice his identity forever. Unfortunately, many people don't fully embrace accountability due to reasons like, reason number 1, fear of admitting mistakes. Reason 2, lack of self-awareness. Reason 3, difficult in setting clear goals. And reason 4, not seeking feedback or support. But don't worry, we'll show you how to overcome these obstacles and embrace accountability in different areas of your life. Let's get started with the Thumbody Show.
And now, our special segment. It's what you've been waiting for.
All right, welcome back to the Thumbody Show, where we explore your unique skills and talents that can be used to help others. You are as unique as your thumbprint. Your thumb can change the world. Today, we're diving into the last lesson from my book, Chasing Carrots Won't Help You Find Your Purpose If You Were Born to Love Bananas. It's birthday lesson number 6, and it's all about accountability. Birthday lesson number 6, accountability. In your final hour, sand will be sorted into 2 piles, desert sand and beach sand. How will you answer for where you spent your time, talents, and money? The metaphor of desert sand was explained in episode 13 about our relationship with time, and beach sand was explored in episode 15 about generosity. Both episodes are worth a listen. This lesson is a powerful one because it asks us to reflect on our lives and how we spend our time, talents, and money. At the end of our lives, sand will be sorted into 2 piles. How will you answer for where you spent your time, talents, and money? To help us explore this question, let's consider a few exercises. Number 1, if you follow a particular author of wisdom, what is their belief on whether you will be asked to give an account for your time here? Does that answer determine what happens to you in the hereafter? And number 3, does your author of wisdom ascribe to a hereafter? Let's start with the first question. It's important to acknowledge the source of wisdom that guides us in our lives, as it can influence our beliefs about accountability. So, who is the author of the wisdom for you? Is it a religious leader, a philosopher, or perhaps a family member? reflect on their beliefs about accountability and how it resonates with your own understanding. Now, moving on to the second question, our beliefs about the hereafter can shape our actions and priorities in life. It can influence the way we view accountability and whether we believe our actions will have consequences in the afterlife. So consider how your chosen author of wisdom's belief on this topic aligns with your own thoughts and feelings. Finally, let's discuss the third question. Does your author of wisdom ascribe to a hereafter? Understanding their perspective on life after death can help you better comprehend their teachings on accountability and how it applies to your own life. As you ponder these questions, remember that the purpose of this exercise is to reflect on your own sense of accountability and the unique talents and abilities you possess. How can you use these gifts to create a positive impact in the world around you? In this segment, we'll chat about personal accountability and why it's super important in our lives. As we work towards discovering and fulfilling our own unique purpose, we've got to own up to our actions and decisions. Being accountable helps us stay focused, learn from our experiences, and grow into the best version of ourselves. Personal accountability is all about taking responsibility for the choices we make, the actions we take, and the consequences that follow. It means being honest with ourselves and admitting that we've messed up instead of playing the blame game or dodging responsibility. When we hold ourselves accountable, we're more likely to learn from our experiences and make better decisions moving forward. So let's dive into the 3 key reasons why personal accountability is super important. Personal growth. When we own up to our actions and admit our mistakes, we learn from these experiences. This self-awareness leads to personal growth and a better understanding of our strengths and weaknesses. Better relationships. By being accountable for our actions, we build trust with others. When we admit our mistakes and work to make things right, we show others that we're reliable, honest, and willing to take responsibility. This strengthens our relationships, both in our personal and professional lives. Greater success. Accountability helps us stay focused on our goals and takes the necessary steps to achieve them. By acknowledging our mistakes and learning from them, we're better equipped to tackle obstacles and achieve our unique purpose. To help you rock personal accountability, give these 3 strategies a try. First, reflect on your actions. Set aside a time each day to think about your decisions and actions. Consider the consequences of your choices, both good and bad, and pinpoint the areas where you can improve. 2. Set realistic goals. Create clear and achievable goals that align with your unique purpose. Break your goals down into smaller, manageable steps and track your progress regularly. This will help you stay focused and accountable to your actions. And 3, seek feedback and support. Don't be afraid to ask for feedback from others and be open to constructive criticism. Surround yourself with supportive people who can help you be accountable and encourage you to grow. Remember, nobody is perfect, and we can learn from the insights and perspectives of others. As we wrap up this segment, remember that personal accountability is super important for living and fulfilling a purpose-driven life. By owning our actions, learning from our mistakes, and working towards our unique goals, we can make a positive impact on the world around us. So take some time today, think about your own sense of accountability and how it relates to your purpose. In this segment of the Thumbody Show, we'll be chatting about being accountable to others and why that matters. We've already talked about personal accountability, but let's not forget we're also part of a community. We interact with family, friends, coworkers, and even strangers daily. Being accountable to those around us is essential for building strong connections and creating a supportive environment. When we're accountable to others, we're showing them that we can be trusted and relied upon. We're acknowledging that our actions affect those around us, and we're making an effort to consider their needs, feelings, and expectations. So let's dive into a few key reasons why being accountable to others is important. Here are 3 big reasons to be accountable to others. Number 1, building trust. Well, As we've talked about before, when we own up to our actions and admit our mistakes in our relationships, we show that others that we're trustworthy and reliable. This trust is the foundation for strong and lasting relationships. 2, fostering teamwork. In both personal and professional settings, being accountable to others encourages collaboration and teamwork. When everyone takes responsibility for their part, it really becomes easier to work together towards a common goal. And 3, personal growth and learning. When we're accountable to others, we begin to become more aware of how our actions impact those around us. This increased awareness can lead to personal growth and help us become better friends, family members, and colleagues. So, how can we practice being accountable to others? Here are 3 strategies that can help you out. Number 1, communicate openly. Just keep the lines of communication open with those around you. Share your thoughts, feelings, and expectations, and actively listen to others when they do the same. 2, keep your promises. If you say you're going to do something, follow through. Keeping your promises shows others that you're reliable and committed to your relationships. And 3, of course, apologize when necessary. We all make mistakes, and sometimes our actions hurt others. When this happens, own up to it and apologize sincerely. This demonstrates that you value the relationship and are willing to take responsibility for your actions. In wrapping up this segment, remember that being accountable to others is just as important as being accountable to yourself. Our actions impact the people around us, and when we take responsibility for those actions, we build stronger connections and create a more supportive community. Take some time today to reflect on how you can be more accountable to others in your life. Now, in this short and sweet segment, we're going to chat about being accountable to who you are. That's right, the most important lesson of all. You've got some amazing gifts and talents, and if you're not using them, well, you're not being true to yourself and why you're here on this big, beautiful planet. When you fully embrace your unique abilities and let your true self shine, you're not only living your best life, but also making a positive impact on the world. So let's dive into the heart of this lesson and get you fired up to be your most authentic self. All right, here's the challenge for you, my friends. Fully embrace who you are and why you're here on earth. It's time to take responsibility for the incredible gifts you've been given and use them to make a difference. Think about it. If you've got a talent for, let's say painting beautiful landscapes, but you never pick up a paintbrush, you're missing out on the chance to inspire others with your art. So how do you start being accountable to who you are? Try these simple steps. First, self-discovery. Take time to explore your passions, interests, and strengths. What makes you feel alive? What talents do you have that you could share with the world? 2, set goals. Once you've identified your unique gifts, set goals to develop and share them. Create a plan to nurture your talents and put them into action. And 3, surround yourself with support. Connect with people who encourage and inspire you to be your best self. Positive influences can help you keep motivated and accountable for using your gifts. So there you have it. Embracing who you are and why you're here is the ultimate way to be accountable to yourself. Remember, you've got some serious talents, and it's your responsibility to share them with the world. It's time to step up. Be your true self. Make a difference. Keep exploring your talents, loving who you are, and doing what you're here to do. You are as unique as your thumbprint, and you've got power to change the world. Now go out there and be the amazing person you were born to be. Thank you for joining us for this super important and inspiring chat on The Thumbody Show. We hope this conversation has encouraged you to fully embrace who you are and why you're here on earth.
That's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Before you go, here's our rule of thumb from today's episode. Ooh, a thumb tip.
Our rule of thumb from this episode on accountability is embracing accountability in every aspect of your life, from being accountable to a higher power, to yourself, to others. and to the unique gifts you were given is key to leading a fulfilled and purposeful life. Why? Because accountability not only influences your actions and decisions, making you a more reliable and trustworthy person, but it also pushes you to fully utilize your talents and potential. It propels your personal growth and helps you build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Ultimately, when you are accountable, you contribute positively to the world, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Thanks for joining us on this episode of The Thumbody Show. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll wrap up our discussion of the 6 birthday lessons and show you how they all link together in a very cool way. Until then, remember to value your uniqueness and cultivate your personal brand through intentional actions and a focus on what truly matters. Don't forget to subscribe to The Thumbody Show on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss our upcoming episodes. We'd also love to hear your thoughts, questions, and feedbacks. Feel free to reach out to us on social media or send us an email. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on The Thumbody Show.
Ready to become a part of the most exclusive club around? Wow, really? The Thumbody Club is where it's at. As a member, you'll get a membership card. Oh yeah. Be a part of the global community of Thumbodies and receive a super secret weekly club newsletter. Wow! But that's not all. We've got a bag full of tricks coming throughout the year. Just go to I'mThumbody.com to sign up. And the best part? It's totally free and worth every penny. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. Join the Thumbody Club today.